If you're new to this channel, I invite you to follow and subscribe to my channel if you like to see more of my content. And if you like my content, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. And leave your thoughts and feelings in the comment section below. I really truly appreciate everything that you write and share with me. Yeah. Hello, guten Morgen. It's a nice morning today, and I just went down to bring the trash and all that and did my work, did my house errands and all that. And but I woke up with a feeling of, like an uncomfortable feeling of detachment, or should I say separation. It's an uncomfortable feeling because all of us are used to being attached to something. We are used to being attached to anything that we know and we are familiar of. We are attached to our relationships, we are attached to our past, we are attached to anything that we think is important and valuable for us when it's not serving you anymore. And this morning I woke up with a feeling that, although I can't remember details of my dream, but usually when this happens, when I have vivid dreams, I couldn't remember the details, but I could remember the feeling. And then my brain is then flashing the word, like, okay, this is what you can remember. It's a weird thing, but if you experience it, let me know. But this is how it is for me. Like, I wake up with sometimes with a vivid dream, and sometimes that I could get details of the dream, and I'm still honing that skill to really get into details of my dream and like try to interpret it in a way where the tangible world can understand it. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, it's like, for example, today I woke up with this swirly feeling, although I can't remember the details of the dream, but it was more of separation, detachment, and all that. And usually when I wake up with these feelings, I'm aware that these are subconscious, unconscious thoughts that are lurking inside me. So if I remember these things and then reflect on it and then realize that these are my subconscious and unconscious thoughts, then my conscious brain have the chance to evaluate these, whether these are serving me or this is not helping me or this is helping me to progress and to propel myself forward. So today, that's what I felt like, a feeling of detachment, a feeling of being able to detach from anything, from relationships, from my career, from my vision, from anything. And it's a weird feeling because, we're trained to learn how to love what we do. And it's so weird because we are supposed to love what we do. That's why we do what we do, right? But if we offer too much love on it, then it will become something that will eventually destroy us. So if eventually, when or someday, it's not now, if we pour too much love on something or someone at the cost of compromising the other parts or aspects of your life, then you are still sinking your boat. So if you are a sailor and your boat is sinking, if you pour too much love onto something that you think is important while neglecting the rest of the aspects of your life, of the boat, then you're still sinking. So yeah, like in that case, like similarly with a dream, like it was detachment, separation, there's a sense of separation. So whether it's energetic separation, spiritual separation, physical separation, I don't know. But usually dreams are something that I use as a toolkit aside from astrology to figure out what's underneath me. Because all these things, all these suppressed thoughts and feelings will come to me in the form of visions, feelings and thoughts in the middle of the day. Like, for example, I cry for no reason during the day. I become angry for no reason. And then, like this nonsensical, illogical outbursts that come out of nowhere. So I know then that when I do this, if I allow my conscious brain to actually process these things, to have the space to process these things, then eventually they will be processed in a way where I will be welcoming, not really like I judge them. So I like, because you'll never know what's in there inside you, right? You'll never know what's inside you until you sit down like this and sit down with your thoughts and feelings and ask yourself, what's this? And if your conscious brain can figure out, why are you crying, for example? Why are you feeling like this? Why did you wake up with a feeling of separation when in fact everyone's around you is loving or caring? They're supporting you. But why you wake up with a feeling of distress? Why you're waking up with a feeling of this gunky, sticky feeling? So that means that even though you thought, your conscious brain thought that you've already moved on, you've already moved yourself forward, you've already did the shadow work, for example, you've already done the work and all that, but you still wake up with these feelings. So that means there's still a lot to process. And in the processing, this is where the shadow work comes in, because you look around and you look within. So when you look around, that includes your external force. What is around you? Who is around you? Do you actually feel safe? Do you actually feel distressed? Is there any reason at all to feel distressed? Is there any reason for you to actually feel like you're the most worthless person in this world, right? When in fact you're surrounded by people who supports you, who loves you truly, but you're waking up with this feeling. So that means this is an unconscious or subconscious suppressed feelings and thoughts that are coming out for you, for your conscious brain to evaluate and sit down with. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, it's a call. If you've watched this episode and you think, wow, this is what I should do, or this is how you feel, let me know in the comments. Because I truly appreciate your thoughts and feelings left in the comment section, because it's our way to engage and see whether you could relate and resonate with the messages, with the thoughts and themes that I talk about in each episode. And it's our way to connect with each other and heal together. And in this morning, I just woke up with that feeling, and I'd like to talk with you about this, because it's like I don't like the gunky stuff anymore in my life. I grew up with this sticky, salty, gunky, black stuff, like which my mom would call the curse. My mom would call it a curse, but for me it's like it's a generational thing. And I know I've talked about this in the earlier video about healing toxic culture, where I opened up about my grandfather who took his life because he couldn't handle life anymore as a man. And what he did back then, just 40 years, more like around 40 years ago, still creates the ripple effects, and I experienced the ripple effect. Okay, although he died before I was born, but my mother grew up with it, and then my mom passed it on to me, and then I am left with the job to repair myself and to see what's actually going on, and to evaluate whether this is really me being depressed or this is an inherited depression. Am I really the person who's melancholic, or is this inherited? Because trauma can be inherited. You can inherit your mom's trauma. You can inherit your father's trauma. Trauma changes DNAs. it changes, reprograms every cell of your body. And it depending on how much trauma you've endured in your lifetime, and especially from your ancestral line. If you're from a family who suffered from the wrath of Inquisition, the wrath of conquistadores, the wrath of, like Industrial Revolution, then you have it more, right? You have it more because we fear that when we share these gifts, these psychic gifts, these creative abilities, we fear that someone will kill us, someone will haunt us, someone will arrest us, someone, if we speak the truth, someone will arrest us, right? If we speak the truth and listen to what our ancestors are actually saying or trying to tell us, we will be arrested in the guise of a law, right? We will be arrested by the police because this is unlawful, when in fact we're just saying the truth of which our ancestors have already said and done for millennia. But just these days that we're losing common sense. We're losing common sense so much that we think that, yeah, this is normal, which is not. And that's why, like, this is like this work that I'm doing. I know this is important because it saved me. And I wouldn't be here sitting with you, talking to you, sharing with you this journey if I hadn't done the work. When I started shadow work, first day, I was crying. I was bawling my eyes out. I was in tantrums because I was physically violent. I was not just emotionally violent person. I was physically violent. I would throw things. I will punch myself. I will inflict myself. Trigger warning for those who are, you know. So, these are dark topics, and and it's like, it's not like something that I will be shameful to share with you. It's something that I can share with you. I openly share it because my experience is something that you shouldn't experience. And if you're in it right now, then I like you. I know it's hard to believe advice when you're in the middle of the rut, when you're dipping into the mud, and you don't have escape, and you just have your head on, like, on ground, and the rest of your body is in the mud. It's hard to just listen to advice and all because you just believe, oh, anyway, you're sinking down. But I believe that you can see the end of the tunnel anyway. If you just keep a step forward, even if you don't know where you're going. Because still, even though you've lost everything in your life, even your sense, if you lost your career, your house, your family, your spouse, your children, because your children hated you, at least you're still alive. You still can move your feet, either backward, forward. It's up to you. And day one, I really thought that I would die. I mean, I was ready to die because I don't see any sense in my life anymore. I don't see future. I can't even see. I remember my husband asked me years ago, like really early days in Germany. Like, he asked me, how do you see yourself in 10 years? I told him, I can't even see myself tomorrow. How much more 10 years? So that's how I was. Like, I left Philippines with a baggage that's so heavy and dark that I had to learn how to let them go here. And thankfully, with God's grace, Germany helped me release them in a way where, because I don't have my language, I don't have my people here. I don't have the place is so different, the culture is so different, no one knows me. It's like clean slate. But it took time, it took 6 years. 6 years to achieve this part where I will be sitting with you and sharing with you my story and having coffee with you. Yeah, actually I actually have coffee. So I actually have coffee and having some couch talk with you. And in an early morning, I guess it's still, yeah, it's 7 a.m., 7:13 in the morning, and we're having couch talk. Yeah, so that's why, like, after all what I've gone through and being able to sit here, enjoying the sunshine, the sunrise, and the balcony, although I don't have money, I have negative balance. I don't have, if you say, capitalistic job, in a capitalistic definition, if you say, do you have a job? No. I'm proud to say no. I'm not part of any capitalistic bureaucracy. I'm not a rat who's willing to be in a race, and I feel so proud that I've done that for 10 years and counting, because yeah, like, it was like, I like this chair. You say, oh, you live a comfortable life. This chair, this was given for free. I mean, I realized that when you learn to detach, when you learn how to separate yourself from the external forces, good and bad, and just allow yourself to sit with your thoughts and feelings at this very moment, like just like this, and allow yourself to feel it, allow yourself to think it without judgment. And if you have a journal with you, you can write them in the journal. And what you're doing, this is shadow work. This is shadow work. Facing, like, just the basic formula: look around and look within. Okay, in every page, you look around, you look within. So when you look around, what do you see? What do you hear? What is actually going on? Does your mother feel angry, actually angry at you? Right? Is it actually going on? And then look within. How do you feel? Do you feel like your mom's stare is disturbing you, or you woke up with a feeling that you will have a breakup? You woke up with a feeling that maybe, like, a feeling that someday, like, you would be in a terrible situation, or maybe the otherwise. Maybe you're dreaming about something big, maybe some really big 20-year vision of your life, and then your present self is not able to accept it, like, oh my gosh, it's way too big. But you feel so elated and euphoric when you woke up, and then you look around. What's actually going on? Are you actually living in your dream right now? Are you actually living in the vision that you saw last night? Or have you ever felt like that? Or how can you handle that? Do you feel like you're cringing? Do you feel like, oh my gosh, you're laughing? Or do you feel otherwise, like negative about your success? Do you feel fearful about your success? Do you feel like you're less deserving of it? It's so big, it's so grand, it's too much, that's way too much for me. So when you do the shadow work, when you sit down right now, have your journal with you, and then you look around and you look within. I made it simple for you, because when you research shadow work, there's a lot of formula, you could do this and that, but I just make it simple for you. Look around and you look within. Every page. And then you actually have to sit down with honesty, authenticity. Be brutally honest with yourself. Don't skip dreams, don't skip details. And no matter how uncomfortable it is, like feelings of jealousy, feelings of envy, these are uncomfortable feelings. Jealousy, envy, frustration, anger, wrath, these are heavy energies. But if you learn how to sit down with them, then whatever life throws at you, you can handle it. You will have the strength, because you slowly let them go. You slowly massage it. Those painful feelings, painful past, painful trauma, painful childhood, all those things will eventually be smooth enough for you to handle it. And when you know how to handle your shadows, when you know how to handle your demons, when you know how to befriend your demons, like Naruto, he will have the nine tails, right? Every one of us has our jinjurikis in us. Okay? All of us have our own jinjurikis. But it's up to us to know how to befriend them. And then whether we like it or not, they will live in us. And every whether it's daylight or LED light, the shadows will follow us. The shadows will follow us, even in our waking dream. Even we're awake, we're just awake. These shadows will lurk in your subconscious, in your unconscious. So like for me, for example, today I woke up with a feeling of separation. At first it was like, come on, I'm in love with my husband, I love my husband, I love my family. Why is there a feeling of separation? So when I sit down with it and then follow the basic formula, look around, look within, what is actually going on? Does my husband actually hate me? Does my husband have any sort of ill thoughts and ill feelings towards me? Or is there really reasons, verifiable, logical reasons for us to separate? Is there any really instances and circumstances that provoke this feeling? I don't know, like these are uncomfortable feelings. These are uncomfortable feelings that I'm sitting with, but with honesty and without judgment. And I know that I will be writing this for my journal entry because right now it's just so fresh, It's just been like an hour ago when I woke up. And I just brought down the trash and all. And then I'm sitting here with you in the early morning because I feel like this is something that I like to share because this is a lesson that I learned today, and I like to share this lesson with you. And I know that my episodes are usually chaotic because they're not scripted, because I'm following what my heart and soul are telling me, because my brain is telling me an outline of things to say. But in the end, when I follow my head all the time, when I follow my head, I know that I will feel sour. Sour in literally, physically sour. When I follow my heart and soul, I usually feel warm, feel light. So it's the same with impulse. If I know that I will be following my impulse because I will regret it later. I know that I'm following my intuition because I feel thankful later. So I don't know. I don't know if this message is understandable to you or clear to you, but yeah, I feel like my head is now I'm getting a bit lost now with the message. But really, I've gone through so much in life where I have to lose a lot. I lost a lot just to be here, to learn the lessons in life which are important and will be helpful in your journey, in your own shadow work journey. And I know this is an imperfect episode, but I hope that you bear with me, and I thank you for staying through the end and listening to the hell of a ride, and to be the witness of my own shadow work journey. So this is for today, and that's it. And if you have any questions and concerns, leave them in the comment section below. And if you want to support my content, you can see all the links. All you need to do is just to check my description and all the links that you need to know about where my books are, where could I get a copy of my book or whatever. All of them are in the description below. So I hope that you have a nice day. I love you so much, and take care. Bye. Cheers.